decades of work toward gender equality, women still earn 82 cents for every dollar that is earned by a man. The gender pay gap is not just a statistic, it's a reality for millions of women. The gender pay gap affects women of all race, age, and educational background. The constant issue of the gender pay gap harms women's financial security and undermines what equality in the workplace really is. One of the most effective and recommended ways to reduce this problem is through pay transparency laws. In this speech, I'll highlight the extent of the gender pay gap, the negative effects, and how pay transparency laws can help us bridge this gap. Let's look at the math behind the gap. According to the U.S. Census Bureau in 2023, women earn 82 cents for every dollar earned by a man. The National Women's Law Center reported in 2022 that this gap is even wider for women of color. Black women earn 63 cents and Hispanic women earn 54 cents for every dollar that's earned by a white man. The American Association of University Women uncovered in 2022 that this pay gap is influenced by several factors, including occupational segregation, unequal distribution of caregiving responsibilities, and gender-based discrimination. You may be asking yourself, what does this mean? The Institute for Women's Policy Research conducted an investigation in 2021 for what this adds up to in a career for women. The research yielded that in the course of her career, a woman will lose out on $400,000 due to the gender pay gap. Now, what does this look like in our society? The Economic Policy Institute reported in 2021 that the gap causes women to have lower lifetime earnings. Lower lifetime earnings affect a woman's ability to retire and be financially secure. Further, the National Women's Law Center found that the pay gap directly contributes to higher rates of poverty for women. Here, there is a significant impact on single mothers. The constant pay gap reinforces societal beliefs that women are of less value in the workplace despite their contributions to the economy. These effects are also passed down into their families. Women who make lower wages produce a reduced quality of life for their children and other dependents. So what exactly can be done to reverse these effects? Pay transparency laws have been implemented in a handful of states. These laws require organizations to be upfront about pay scales and salary ranges for all of their positions. This kind of transparency eliminates the ability to hide these gender-based disparities. Two separate studies, one by the Institute for Public Policy in 2020 and the other by Harvard Business Review in 2021, showed the effects that these pay transparency bills had. The research showed a decrease in gender pay gaps, but an increase in employee morale. Companies were forced to confront the issue from the inside. With visible salaries, all employees can see if they are being paid fairly. This gives each person the ability to negotiate for better compensation. As of 2023, the Paycheck Fairness Act is pending in the U.S. House of Representatives. This bill seeks to address the gap by promoting transparency. This bill also protects workers who discuss wages from retaliation by requiring employers to demonstrate what equal pay looks like. The Paycheck Fairness Act would hold employers accountable for data on wages to ensure that women are being paid fairly for the work that they do. It shuts down any loopholes that could be used to not pay these women fairly. The Paycheck Fairness Act gives more strength to the Equal Pay Act of 1963. The World Economic Forum discussed the success that was seen in 2022 from Iceland and the UK while they were practicing pay transparency. The forum showed that there was a noticeable reduction in the gender pay gap for Iceland. In the UK, there has been improved accountability from employers that are now working towards eliminating their discrepancies. But what if this isn't all that it sounds like it could be? One major concern that was found by McKinsey & Company in 2022 was that employers would hold resentment towards women. Except the research actually showed that many of these companies found improved morale and improved trust towards the employer. Implementing these changes will be challenging for any company. However, it's a short-term challenge that results in long-term benefits, employment, and diversity. Many companies agreed that the benefits far outweigh the cost of the short-term challenge. Some critics also found by McKinsey in 2022 are concerned about how this will affect men in the workplace. Research showed that these laws benefited all employees. The pay transparency laws bolster a fair and equitable workplace for everyone involved. Now that we've addressed concerns, let's recap. The gender pay gap continues to impact women's financial security and the broader economy, but pay transparency laws provide a proven, effective way to address this issue. I urge you to continue your own research. There are states advocating for us, and you can too. When women are paid fairly, the entire economy benefits. Let's close the gender pay gap and create an equitable future for everyone. Oh my God, how do you